Romans. Our football goes back to the Romans and their coliseums.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with watching sports.
Yeah.
It is you don't want to put your heart into that, basically.
Exactly.
Because like the elder was saying earlier, we do have a lot of liberty in this truth. But wherever you put your heart, the scripture talk about where you put your heart is. Where, I forget exactly.
Where's your treasure? Where your treasure is, that's where your heart is gonna be.
Yeah. So that our people put their heart into doing that, right? But it's okay. Brothers watch sports. We deal with women. We have a drink. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like Paul said, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient.
Yeah, and Paul was privy to the sports world back then. That's why when you go to 1 Corinthians, he said, "Not as one that beateth the air."
Yep.
Okay, running all that run, we run in the race, but one obtaineth the prize. Yep. Which that goes back to what the track and field and all that. That goes back to ancient Greek. So he knew about that.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah,
wrestling.
Exactly. Yeah. So he knew about that. It's just that you use the world, you don't abuse the world. Okay, there's certain things that you do, and we have liberty, and you'll deal with a woman, you'll drink. Okay, yeah, you don't get all wrapped up in it. And first and foremost, you get this truth, man. Right, you get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and then you know how to balance everything out.
The Lord, He does deal with balance.
Exactly. Yeah, because if the scriptures talk about being over righteous, man, you'll destroy yourself, man. You literally destroy yourself being over righteous. Okay, we in the most wicked kingdom known to man. Okay, so there's certain things you do, because you're in the flesh. There's certain things that you do for the flesh. Yet that's not how you govern your life. You don't govern your life by pleasing your flesh. Okay, you govern your life by feeding the spirit and really feeding the hopeful elect. Okay, because we at the end of this society, man. So your main priority should be pushing this word, man. And then you got some free time to do other things, cool. But your main concentration is getting this word out, so that the elect can be sealed. And then what's gonna happen once the elect is sealed? There you go. The destruction, man. All right. You brothers got it.
It says, cast ye away every man the abomination of his eyes, and defile not yourselves with idols of Egypt.
Defile not yourself with idols of Egypt. All right. And what is one of the biggest idols of Egypt? All right, Caesar Bordiger, who the world known as Jesus Christ, man.
Yep.
All right, the white image.
Yeah.
All right, that's one of the biggest idols. All right, that people in the society defile themselves with. All right, but the Lord, He's actually trying to make a separation. All right, starting with the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, because we are the real Israelites. All right, and 1%. I mean, not 1%. A small remnant is going to be saved. So we got to separate ourselves, all right, and come back to our true power. So you want to pull up Revelation chapter 18 and 4?
Yeah, bring that out, bro.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
He said, rise ye, because this is not our rest, man. All right, we can't kick back, all right, and be all chill. All right, we're supposed to be walking on eggshells, man. We're supposed to be always trying to do more for Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, to further this knowledge, man. All right, because as soon as you start laying down and getting comfortable, all right, sometimes your woman, all right, she might want to watch movies with you. All right, she want to kind of distract you. So basically, once you start getting relaxed, man, that's when the spiritual demon Satan start entering. All right, but this is not our rest, man. We can't relax in this place. All right, we got to continue to push this word so this kingdom can be destroyed, man. So we can enter into the kingdom of heaven and receive our rest.
This is Sirach 33 and
43.
Sirach 43 and 30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt Him as much as ye can. For even yet will He far much as for even yet will He far exceed. And when ye exalt Him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
scriptures say that we're supposed to seek Yahweh Bashim Yahushai 10 times more. All right, and even by us doing that, we still can't exalt Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, how he should be, man. All right, because he's just that powerful, man. All right, he's just that great. So what we gotta do, we gotta put our all into it, and even our all is not enough.
Yeah, and what we gotta do is give our body up as a sacrifice, like the scriptures say. That's all we can do. How do you sacrifice your body? That's what we're doing right now by sacrificing your body. Romans 12. Give Romans 12 start from the top. Yeah, that's a sacrifice. The Most High say he doesn't take pleasure in the sacrifices of oxen and all that. He takes this sacrifice in your daily walk, man.
Contrite spirit.
A contrite spirit. Yep. A humble and a contrite broken spirit, man. Bring out Romans 12 to the top.
Call him to read it. Call him to read it, brother.
Romans 12:1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
That's it.
So yeah, presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice, coming out here on the highways and hedges, all right, and prophesying against the kingdom, man. All right, that's presenting your body as a living sacrifice, man. All right, you want to get that last part real quick? So that same verse.
Yeah, and then by doing that, your everyday life, you sacrifice.
Yep.
You know, you might sacrifice women, you might sacrifice family. That's why the Lord said, he who not hated mother and father, you know, even his own life, yea, also is not worthy to be my disciple. Meaning you can't put your time and your all into the world. You know, because your job, like the scripture saying in Jeremiah the 1st chapter, the 5th verse, how the Lord before you were formed in the belly, he knew you and sanctified you. Okay, he separated you. He separated you to become a prophet. All right, that's your job in this world. Now you have a fleshly job to take care of yourself. We understand that, but your first and your primary goal is to do the work of the Lord. Right? What did Yahushua tell his mother and father? Does he not know that I come to do my father's work? You know, to do the work of my father. So we're doing the same thing. Okay.
This is Matthew chapter 6:24. It says, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, and Mammon." All right. So basically, hey, you can't be double-footed, man.
Mammon is riches.
Yeah, Mammon is riches.
Mammon is riches when you look it up. Okay, and that's what our people say, man. MOE, money over everything, man. You can't serve the Heavenly Father. One nigga of some years ago, he said, yeah, MOE, put God first. What you mean, man? You just said money over everything. That includes the Heavenly Father. So you can't try to be successful in this world and then serve the Heavenly Father. Which, hey, you know, I own a business. You know, certain brothers own businesses. Yet that ain't the end all be all. That's just an ends to a means, so to speak. A means to an end, excuse me. A means to an end, like that old saying goes. And what's the end? Us getting delivered out of here, man.
That's the salvation.
That's the salvation. Bring that out, brother.
This is Psalms 51
break it down.
17. The sacrifices of Yahweh are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O Yahweh, thou wilt not despise.
So that's the spirit that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wants his servants to be in. All right, he wants to bring. We have to have patience because he's bringing us into a lower state, or because we went off, man.
We gotta have fast.
So we have to come back, and we have to come back into him in a broken and contrite spirit, man. All right, we gotta be humble.
Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins."
So the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he told us to come out of here. All right, meaning that spiritually and mentally come out of this place, and soon that's gonna manifest into physically.
It says because in that prophecy, that's actually the Lord gonna actually say that. You know, he gonna actually say that in the Hebrew tongue. be out of this place spiritually. Well, the scriptures say that we're dead unto the world, man, but we are alive in Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's where our life is hid with Yahweh Shai. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
That we will receive none of the plagues that's going to happen unto 2/3 of Israel, and the rest of these heathen nations, along with the so-called white man in Babylon, man. Because they're happy with being pagans, man. They're happy with living a paganistic lifestyle. Because everything is defiled about this place, man. Their holidays are defiled. They go back to paganistic practices. And then they're social. But like the Akim said, use the world, not abuse it. But hey, a lot of these women they abuse the internet by using it as a platform, to get likes and showing off their bodies. What do you think is gonna happen to women like that when all hell break loose and there's no law enforcement? Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna bring that judgment, man. That's it. Hey, but the elect is gonna actually be saved, man. That's why we out here doing this work, so we can receive mercy in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
I got a precept to that too, right? Romans 9 and 27. Esaias also crieth concerning Israel. Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved.
He said a remnant shall be saved, man. So a remnant, that's not the majority. That's actually a smaller number.
Yeah, and he was quoting out of Isaiah the 10th chapter. How the Lord, because the Lord, he always dealt with the remnant of Israel. Okay? There's always been the 2/3, there's always been the 1/3. And we know that through the prophecies, Isaiah 69, okay, that 2/3 of our people are not going to be able to understand the word. Okay? So there's only going to be a remnant, and the remnant is talking about the elect. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel from the prospective tribes. Okay, starting with the 144,000. All right, which we pray that we are a part of that number, man, part of the first fruits. Okay, and the men that are part of the first fruits will be doing what we're doing. Okay, coming out and pushing this word. All right, to the best of your ability, Salakia, to the best of your ability. Okay, because every man is given a portion of the Spirit. And every man is given a talent, and you have to use that talent to the best of your ability, or you're gonna lose. Either you're gonna use the talent, or you're gonna lose it.
Use it or lose it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, not everybody's a prophet or a teacher yet. You have to be active in the ministry. You have some helps. If you help, you gotta help, man.
This is Galatians 6 and 16, and as many as walk accordingly to this rule, peace be unto them, and mercy. And upon the Israel of Yahweh.
Which Israel means the princes of the power. So, Yahweh Shai, he said, if we follow according unto the manuscript, then it's going to be peace unto those men. Which is going to happen anyway because it's prophecy. But we can only hope to be a part of and receive that number.
Yeah, and the Israel of the Most High, that's talking about the elect. The remnant. You hear about it talks about the remnant, the elect. It's the same thing, man. Israel of the Most High, that's talking about the elect. It's a synonym. Okay. You got something, brother?
First I got that precept, Isaiah 6 and 9.
Yeah, you can bring it out. Bring it out. Lift your voice up too.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed and understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Who is that talking about?
2/3.
It's talking about the 2/3. It's talking about Israel. Who is this prophet sent to the Israelites, man? Okay. We're sent to the Israelites right now. We're doing the same thing, and we are also a prophet unto the nation. Okay. Tell the nations what's going to befall them. The Lord's fair. The Lord actually, he's a very fair judge, a very fair God, okay? A very fair entity, like the elder said, man. All right, go ahead.
Continuing from Isaiah 6 and 10 now. Make the heart of his people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears.
And what does the word heart mean? In Hebrew. What does that represent? That's right.
And understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
And convert and be healed. All right, meaning that these words is the only thing that's gonna heal you, man. All right, these words is the only way, the only way out, man.
Yeah. And the Most High, he has an angel blocking blocking 2/3 of our people from getting this understanding. All right, so it's not of you. You might have a guy that you like, that you grew up with, that y'all was cool. You like, I think he'll get it. I know he'll get it. Y'all might have vibed out on many things in the world. Hey, but it might not be for him to come in this truth. All right, because the bottom line is the Most High, he gonna kill tens of millions of Israelites here in America. You know, he's gonna kill tens of millions of Israelites. It's gonna be to a point to where you're gonna think that it's a complete annihilation upon these people on this tribe side. You know.
Yeah, well, because when you read Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, Ezekiel bugged out. He said, "How long? How long should this happen?" Because it seemed like what was that? Yeah, Ezekiel 95. Ezekiel about the mark. You know,
Ezekiel 9 and 4.
9 and 4. Yeah, because all the prophets, they be like, "Damn, the Lord, you gonna have mercy on us?" But the Lord does have a mercy on that remnant. You know. But yeah, go back. Yeah, don't worry about that. Finish that in.
I got a precept. We got a precept.
Okay, got it. Psalms.
Yeah.
Psalms 119 and
Lift up your voice, brother.
Psalms. Wait, you said 119.
119 and 9. Yep.
Psalms 119 and 9.
It's a precept on what you said about healing. What's gonna heal you? Go ahead.
Withal shall a young man cleanse his way, be taking heed thereto according to thy word.
Run it back. Read it again, brother.
It says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way, by taking heed thereto according to thy word.
So he said, a young man shall cleanse his ways, meaning to become pure, whole in the eyes of Yahweh by Shema Shai, by way of read that again, Ak?
It says,
by way of
taking heed
thereto
according to thy word.
According to thy word, according to the instructions in the scriptures. All right, and not everybody's gonna be able to get this, man.
God.
Not everybody's gonna be able to get the knowledge and the true understanding. All right, but for the elect, all right, we are to follow the instructions that Yahweh Shema Shai has told us, man.
God.
All right. The elect will fear the Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, the elect, by fearing Yahweh Shema Shai, that means you be doing his commandments, man.
And he shall praise his holy name.
And praise his holy name.
This is Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the elect that hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And the rest were blinded.
So he said the rest were blinded. All right, like the Akim said, he said the Lord actually has an angel that's blocking out the minds of 2/3 of Israel, man. All right, that's why it's so eerie. All right, when you can break it down to them as plain as day, but they still not getting with it. All right, you can tell them that the whole universe is promised to you. All right, you can tell brothers all the perks that comes with following the truth, even though you ain't gonna get it that easy. All right, but they still don't want to get with it, man.
And you know what too, because it wasn't even promised to them. It was promised to the elect. They gonna come in it through the loins of the elect. So that's why when it's strange. It's a strange doctrine to their ears. They're like, what are you talking about? Universe? I'm just gonna get promised a universe. I'm gonna have spiritual power. That's inconceivable to them, because it was actually promised to the elect, man. It says, then shall a remnant return, right? Zechariah 13 and 9. Okay, how the Lord he gonna bring the third part through the fire. Okay. And the other ones, they gonna get brought through the fire, but they gonna get brought through that physical fire, man. They gonna burn up. Okay, so that's why they can't get this word, because they, like the scripture say, they rejected knowledge. Okay. Okay.
And, I got a precept for that too. St. John 17 and 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine.
He said, I pray for them, meaning the elect. All right, so Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, he's not praying for the whole entire nation of Israel. He's only praying for a small remnant, man. All right.
Say this, so if he ain't praying for the whole entire nation of Israel, you know he surely isn't praying for the whole world, as if with that that Christian doctrine that has taught our people that God, the Lord loves everyone. Oh, the Lord loves none but him that dwelleth through wisdom.
Yep.
Actually, I got another one precept in Revelations about that, where it says, "I pray not for the world, but for the lost sheep of Israel."
I want to pull out a precept.
Yeah, that's
That's
Matthew.
in Matthew?
Yeah,
That's in
okay.
Matthew.
Yeah, you got a precept. Tell the brother.
Yeah.
to get it.
You tell them to get the precept, and then get the precept while you speak.
Job 19:29.
There you go. And then when you bros got precepts, say you got a precept, you bring it out if it's in the spirit.
It's in the spirit, yeah. If not, discard it, man. It's like an orchestra. You don't want to be flowing and you come in with a heavy metal riff. Make sure that everything is decent and in order and it flows in the spirit.
You said Job 19 and 29. It says, Job 19 and 29. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishment of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment.
So he said, be ye afraid of the sword. All right? Which it brings me by fear. All right, we know that that sword represents, all right, the Lord's destruction. All right, so how is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it by way of these martial law troops. All right, he's gonna do it by way of animals, beasts changing in their places. All right, there's gonna be 1,000 ways for the Lord, all right, to kill you off. All right, but the elect, they have that fear in them. That's why I want to pull out Hebrews 11 and 7.
Yeah. Yep.
And what's the sword though? Sword goes into Esau, man. The wicked, which is my sword, that's in the scriptures. So that's how when you say the martial law troops coming in, that's right. And who's gonna send them? All right, the so-called white man's gonna send them, man.
That's it.
All right, because he controls the military, he controls the police force.
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna send them troops in, man.
Yep.
All right, to round you Israelites up, because it's gonna get so hectic out here, man. You even got Esau sending the National Guards in certain places where Jake is at.
In Salinas.
Yeah.
A few years back, man. Bunch of wild ass wetbacks.
Yep.
Yeah, Salinas is gonna be one of the first places to get hit up.
Oh, yeah.
With them troops.
I got a quick precept for you. This Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword."
Kind. He said, cast him down, talking about Esau, man.
That's it.
All right, the so-called white man. All right, we asking Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai to cast him down and to deliver us from thy sword. All right, which just basically proves that sword is talking about Esau, man.
Romans 13 and 4.
And then Hebrews 11 and 7. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to saving of his house,
So-
by which
Salaki. So he said, read that from the top again.
by faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear.
He said, by faith, our faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, he moved with fear, man. All right, because Noah, he knew the judgment that was going to come upon the world, man. All right, so he moved with fear, man. So we see the judgment that's going to come upon 2/3 and the rest of America. All right, so by fear, all right, did not the scripture say we persuade men?
That's it.
All right, through fear.
Get it for him. 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter.
5 and 11.
Yep. Yeah, precepts for you,
This is
brother.
Romans 13. I'm going to start with 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but the evil wilt thou then not be afraid of the power. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Verse
You might want to read that again.
It says, Romans 13 and 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but the evil wilt thou then not be afraid of the power. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
Yeah, and the 2/3, they're scared as hell, the cops, man. Why? Because they're doing evil works. But hey, rulers are terror to us. Why? Because we preaching the Bible. There's times the cops, they come up and they cool, man. There's a bunch of demons, and the cops will tell them. The cops will arrest them, man. All right, cops will arrest them, and tase them. All right, pepper spray them. Okay. Yet if you're not doing good, good in the sight of Heavenly Father, what's gonna happen? The Lord is gonna stick Esau on you, man. Why? Because we read in Psalm 17 chapter, that's his sword. Read the next verse.
This is Romans 13:4. For he is the minister of Yahweh to thee for good.
To us for good. Okay. Go ahead.
But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid.
Oh, if you're doing that which is evil, be afraid. What did the scriptures say in Proverbs? The expectation of the wicked is wrath. Okay. That's why people walk around on edge, man. On ready, because they know they doing dirt. That's why you might be following it. You not really following the nigga. Think you following him, will hop out. Why you following me? Right.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, because he's doing wicked works.
Yeah.
You see that? But it says to do what? Good? Right? What's good? What is a good thing? What's the good work?
Like following the laws and statutes to the best of your ability, feeding the sheep.
Yep.
Right?
Above all, having faith in Yahweh while Yahweh shine, man. Being obedient.
Yeah, being an evangelist, which is a bringer. When you look the word up, it means a bringer of good news.
Tidings. Yep.
You know, good tidings.
You're bringing the gospel.
Yep.
You're bringing forth the gospel. Yeah, the good news is that the so-called white man is going to be destroyed. Okay, you're going to get delivered up into a chariot. You're going to come down and enslave the world. And the Lord's actually going to be with it, man. Go ahead and finish that off, brother.
This is I'm going to continue. For he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of Yahweh.
He's the minister of Yahweh, man.
Yep.
The Lord created him to do that. We read that in Psalm the 17th chapter, man. Hey, because little do you know, man, the Lord got evil angels, man. And that's the so-called white man. He's an evil, cruel messenger, man. You know?
It says, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
See? Read that again, bro.
It says, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. So that's talking about the so-called white man. So if you want to be preserved from the wrath of the so-called white man, what you got to do? You got to do the good works, man. Otherwise, you're gonna get caught up in the wrath that's coming to America. You got it, brother.
All right.
What scripture with
Doesn't it say study to thy approval?
Yeah, study to show thyself approved. That's right. Go ahead, get it. 2 Timothy, since you brought it out. You brothers, get it. Bring out the precepts, man. Bring out them precepts.
Yeah, if you read, brothers got precepts that come out, just bring them
I
bad
got
boys
one.
up.
I got Ecclesiastes. A quick one, real quick.
No, have the brother get it.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
There you go.
Yep, that's it.
That's it, man.
And then get Sirach. Get Sirach 39.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thy approved unto Yahweh a work.
Read it again, brother.
Like it. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the work of truth. The word of truth.
So he said, study to show thyself approved. All right, meaning that this knowledge and wisdom, this is supposed to be our first love, man.
Yep.
All right, which is this knowledge and wisdom comes from Yahweh Bashim Shai. This is supposed to be our first priority. All right. Read that again.
It says, 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh.
That's it.
A working man that needeth not to be ashamed.
He said a working man.
Yeah, a workman. Yep.
A workman.
Yep.
It says a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Rightly dividing the word of truth. All right, making sure you bringing out the right doctrine, making sure you bringing out the right breakdowns. All right.
Yeah, and how do you rightly divide the word of truth?
You about to say?
You about to say? Go ahead. Say it. Go, brother.
Basically, what you go into the precepts.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Precept upon
Precept.
precept.
Go ahead and get it.
Yeah. I see it coming out of your mouth.
Isaiah 28.
Isaiah 28. Yep.
Isaiah 28. Go ahead and get it. And then brothers got precepts, just let it. And if you got something to tell the brothers to get it, man.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further by these, my son, be astonished of making of many books.
Read it again, brother. Read it again.
You gotta go to 13.
Hey, but you know, but read that though. Read that. That's going.
And
We actually
further,
seen that today.
and further by these my son be astonished of making of many books.
Now
There
read it
is
again,
no
brother.
end.
You read it wrong.
Oh.
It is admonished.
Oh, admonished?
Yeah, it said.
Okay,
Read it from the top again, brother.
And further by these my son be admonished
There you go.
of making of many books. There is no end.
Hey, and we seen that, man. You going into all these different books, man. You know, that's why the Lord said, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, man. None shall fail."
None shall fail. Talking about the prophecies, and none shall want to
Wanna
make.
make,
Meaning
yep.
you can't put the scriptures with nothing
That's
else,
it.
man.
And you see that when guys they try to add the scripture with different doctrine, man. Them dudes are the most bugged out people on the planet Earth. All right, guys, they know that they're Israelites, but then they're into Africanism, Pan-Africanism, but then they're into like Buddhism and then just worshiping Hindu, like worshiping all type of manner of different gods, man. And then they just get
Pantheon.
confused.
They got a pantheon.
Pantheon.
Which pantheon means many gods.
Yep. And those guys, what they hold on to is things that make that sound good to them. You know, things that make them sound good. So like, oh, you know, I like that. I'm gonna take it a little bit from there. That's what the contra community is all about. I'm gonna take a little bit from here. See, the Bible is a good book. It has some good things in it. Nah, the scriptures is the only book
all you
supposed
need,
to be.
man.
That's all you need. Okay.
They say it again, brother.
They're going by their heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's
I'm
right.
sorry. Pantheon means all gods.
Yeah, pantheon, all gods.
Yeah. Because pan means all.
This is Isaiah.
I was gonna add on to that, like these Christians, like how you say they do things that's pleasing unto their heart. All right, like that goes back to these Christians or these so-called Christians. All right, how they have these all kumbaya time. All right, because that's good. That's good to their feelings, basically. All right, all emotional.
Pretty much it appeases the demons that they got on them, man.
Yeah.
That's why they get into these different doctrines. Just like the scriptures say in 2 Timothy, they shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Okay.
So you wanna pull out?
They shall walk after their own lust. You know, matter of fact, hey, get that real quick, bro. And then you go into hold on, brother. Get 2 Timothy the 4th chapter. Then we'll go back. Yeah, because that's the destruction of our people, man. Or they have these demons on them, and then instead of them fighting and fasting and praying to get them demons, they just get a teacher that appeases those demons. Yep. I ain't gotta go out. The nigga don't want to go out, so what does he do? He finds another nigga that teaches that. Yep. Yeah, you don't have to go out to be saved. Where's that? Where does it say that? You know, then the nigga, he doesn't just go and teach a doctrine. Now he wants to come at you and convince you that you don't got to go out either, man. Because that's what a demon is a disease. It's like a disease. What does a disease do? A disease spreads, man. It infects and it destroys, man. Which is why you got to break them strongholds, man. That's why you got to.
It's like it tells us to shout out loud. Or
cry aloud.
Cry out loud, you know.
Spare not.
Yeah. What scripture is that again?
It's Isaiah 58. Isaiah 58. Hold it. No, how that brother hold it?
Oh yeah.
You know,
Isaiah 58.
You don't speak on it, but get 2 Timothy right now. You know, 2 Timothy. You gotta go. You around here. But in the meantime, go. You bring out the brother got the precept. Whatever you got.
I was still in the middle of Ecclesiastics 12 and 12. And much study is weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Yep. He said, say that one more time, Salaki.
Let us hear the conclusion of this whole matter, of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man, is to fear Yahweh by Shema Shai and to keep his commandments, man.
I'm about to play some music in a minute.
All right, so we are to fear Yahweh by Shema Shai and keep his commandments, man.
It turned off?
Nah,
We got like 3%.
Okay.
So that's coming out
Just
here
ride
and
it till
doing
the
this
wheels
work,
come
man.
Conquer.
All right. So you want to pull out?
This is
bring that out.
2 Timothy 4 and 2. Preach the word, be instant
Battery ran
in
out of
season,
battery ran
out of season.
Yeah, in season and out of season, man. Yeah. And it says instant, man. I mean, you gotta be ready to go. In season.
Yeah,
Let's talk about when it's hot or it's warm. Okay, it's a nice spring day. It's about 75. Everybody wearing shoes and Birkenstocks. And out of season, man, when it's rainy, rain, sleet, hail, snow, man. Okay? And it says, preach the word, which what did we just read in Ecclesiastes in the 12th chapter? Near the conclusion of the whole matter, fear the Heavenly Father and keep His commandments. This is a commandment. What did the Lord say? Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man.
That's right.
Okay, go on the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, so that my house may be filled, man. Go into the lanes of the city. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, this is 2 Timothy 4:2.
Yep.
Preach the word, be instant, season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yeah, reprove, rebuke, and exhort, man. And you look up rebuke, that ain't no pretty thing, man. When you get cursed out, like the Lord, it said that He upbraided man. When you look that up, that means to reproach severely. Which pretty much means you curse somebody the hell out, man. And that's what you do in this, man. You rebuke, you exhort, and exhort means to pretty much encourage, man. Like we was exhorting the brothers before the camera came on, man. You're encouraging brothers, reproving. Hey, my brother, you gotta do this, and you want to make sure that that at the reprove and exhortation level, you really take heed, because you don't want to get to that rebuke level, man. You want to take heed to that exhortation and that reproof, that admonishment. Okay.
Where is it? Isaiah.
Yep. Keep going on that. There's some more on that.
Right. It says, now rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Well, all long suffering and doctrine, because you gotta be a hard man to endure in this faith, man, to bear this doctrine. Because this doctrine ain't friendly to the world, man. Everybody gonna hate you. All right, niggas gonna start hating. Okay, niggas will call your woman. Okay, try to get you fired from your job. Try to get your business destroyed. Pull out guns on you. Why? Because it is doctrine, man. So certain dudes are like, it's gonna go into it. Go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 4, and they shall.
No. You missed it. Yeah.
Verse 3, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
And endure means what? To make hard. Okay.
It says,
yeah, because we're hardened to the world, man. And the hell with this world, man. Fuck this world. That's our mentality. Okay. Go ahead. But that's what the more and more you're in this faith, you adopt that mentality, man. Because when you first come in, you still struggling with the world. Okay, there's certain people you still gotta interact with. You know, you're trying to balance everything out. But the more and more you're in it, man, you get hardened to the world. Okay, why? Because you're in this doctrine so heavy, man. This is all you think about, man. Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
It says, but after their own lust.
After their own lust, which lust means desire. Okay. Which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with lust. Like they say, these are one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
Lust just means desire, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, if I may say, when the common man, when they think of lust, they assume it's a sexual thing.
Right.
You know, when lust is only, like you said,
it's a desire. It's a desire. Yeah, and dudes fall out because they desire to be in the world, man. That's why they fall out. Keep going on that,
It says, but after their own lust
or their own desire, go ahead,
shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
Yeah, because there's a teacher for everything. Every demon that you got on you that try to hop on you, got a teacher, man. Oh, I don't want to go out. Oh, I got a teacher for that. Oh, I want to love everybody. You got a teacher for that. Oh, I want to be a pansexual. Oh, you got a teacher for that. Okay, but that's what people do, man. And they cast off the truth. And they because they have those itching ears, okay, they want to hear something new. That's another thing. A lot of dudes, oh well, you know, brothers ain't teaching nothing new no more, man. I need something. Yeah. I need something groundbreaking. I just want to be on a cutting edge.
Yeah, that's why scriptures say Israel seeketh the sign, which shall not give them.
Yeah, because our people lack faith as a whole. Man, our people are a faithless people, man. When you read these scriptures, hey, look what happened with Moses, man, when he went up to the mount. All right, they punk Aaron. Say, hey, make us some golden calves. Say that they let us out of Egypt, man. Because our people lack faith, man. And without faith, it is impossible to please the Most High. All right, go ahead, brother. Finish that off. And all you so-called white people, you're the devil.
That's right.
All right, that's according to the Bible.
That's
right.
All right, God hates you, and He's going to destroy you off the face of the earth. No, I'm 100% sure of that. That's according to the Bible. Why? Because you so-called white people, you're the problem of the earth, man.
What do you guys do?
We're the Israelites.
Okay.
We're the Israelites, and y'all are the Edomites.
What are you guys doing tonight? You guys look amazing.
Hey man, What's amazing is this word and the destruction that the Lord is about to bring on America. All right, for slaughtering the so-called American Indians. Okay, you forgot about
They're
that?
slaughtering. Sorry, we're not Americans.
Where y'all from?
So can you? I'm from Europe.
Okay, what
Can you
European
tell us
country?
a little bit- Hungary.
You're from Hungary. Okay.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
You don't know about the so-called Indians? Okay, you don't heard
I
of
know
them?
about
Native
Indians,
Americans.
but
Native,
the
yeah,
Native
so-called
Americans?
Indians.
I'm from Canada,
Yeah.
by the way.
Okay, so there's the Inuit up there. You got
Yes,
the First
absolutely.
Nations.
Yes.
All right,
Actually-
you had Ojibwe,
Yes.
and they're on what? Reserves.
Yes.
Okay, you took the land and you put them on reserves, and you call them reservations.